Good evening everyone, Seth here and welcome to another episode of Playing Path of Champions Daily. Today is Friday and that means it's another Lisandra run. And today we're doing Leona with a pretty good setup, I'll show it later in the video. But I'm picking up Nar as my support champion because all of the other options were kinda mid. And I got a pretty good start here. The sunburst and the cost reduction on the Rahvun are definitely huge, and I also pick up the one cost unit, Solari Soldier, just to have. I pick up like all of the copies just to have like a good replace. I'm also considering Stellaron, but I think it's a bit too weak for what I want to do, and yeah. It that stairs, pretty annoying matchup. But I still can manage it with like proper play, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue, I hope. So, first encounter kinda sucks. I hate Warden of the Tribes. I hope they push it like to a 4th or 5th encounter instead, because it's annoying. And yeah, Leona. So we're playing counter plan, mana, like Archangel, and I think my last slot is Troll King Chan. Mostly because I want to, like, the way that I tend to play Leona is I want to get as many stats as possible, as quickly as possible, get as much value as possible, obviously, from my units, so that's the plan. So this run is actually pretty decent. It is quite long though, and that's mostly because of the Lisandra encounter herself. But I think I do a decent enough job during this run. I do make a few mistakes. I do use up a revive pretty early on, so this is going to be an interesting run anyways. Warden of the Tribes I think is like one of the worst encounters you can get yourself into, which I genuinely hate this encounter. They also get smash and dash and I'm like, wait, why does this has cost reduced? Because it's mecha, and mechas count like separately, so it does count towards Anura's cost reduction, which is pretty rough. There is one more rough thing that happens here, but it's manageable thanks to Leona. Again, Rahvun is like pretty key card in this run, because it allows you to get as many stats as you need, get all the stuns you need. Yeah, handy harness on an elusive unit is pretty icky. So I just grabbed some. I grab barriers. Oh yeah, I want to talk about this as well, because Phalanx is also a great power. Here I'm considering if I should trade the 10-4 or the 12-3, and I decide on trading the 10-4. Mostly because I don't want to have any overwhelm on the board, so on the enemy board obviously. So here I think I just play like double stun. Get as much value as I can, get like more stats, and I think this is lethal already. Those early encounters are, even though this one is pretty scary, they aren't that much of an issue. So yeah, yeah, I think I just play like Stone Stackers. I think I check how much damage I have because I didn't count, and it's enough. So I'm considering maybe playing something else, but I realized that Warden doesn't really have any like instant like focus speed or like fast speed spells, so I decided, okay, that should be fine enough. So Phalanx, I wanted to talk about Phalanx because it comes into play with a power that I will pick up from Remitter later, and I will talk about it. Because yes, I'm going for the Remitter, And I was kind of debating on what I want to do with the remitter powers, because Vestiges of Helia is kind of bad, because while okay it protects my units, it doesn't help me stun their units, which is like the secondary part of Leona's whole shtick. So so that was basically a no-no. I was maybe considering getting the coastal defense, so both players get 2/6s, just because I was thinking that I might be able to just grab better stats earlier. Starry Siren counter is also pretty scary, but since I already got my trusty Sunburst, I should be fine. At least once. I also have a silence on hand and I use it here, even though I feel like I shouldn't have. I should have just played the Solari Soldier, or rather the Solari Shield Bearer. I take 2 damage, that's fine. Better to take 2 damage than to take like 20, which happened to me on one of the runs. But Phalanx in general generates a lot of value for me right now. Stuff like targeting with silences, stuff like... surprisingly, it also works if you target something in hand, which I was not aware that works, but hey, that's basically like having a small version of the Shen spell, which is really nice. Okay, so here they go for actually like playing a bunch of stuff. They do play that, so you know, silence, get out of the way while I have the mana. Mystic might be a problem in the future, but at the moment I don't think it's like that bad. Here I'm debating if I should just like do something, but I go for the Leona, mostly because Leona levels up and I have an extra 2 stuns if I'm not mistaken, 1 stun on hand, so that's not bad. And this is one of the fights where Overwhelm does come in play, because it does help me deal with some of the stuff that, yeah, like I can stun this, I can put some extra power on, get like a shield on my challenger, which I can then use to maybe deal with something larger, and I still deal like overwhelm damage, which is pretty important in these fights. I challenge some units. I was thinking maybe I can just get lethal this turn, but it isn't possible, and they also have a flash freeze, so wouldn't have happened anyway. They play with Sigil, so the next unit is going to be pretty large. Luckily, I have stuns, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. I pokey stick their Nexus because, you know, a little bit of value wherever I can. And that's how it goes. What else can I say about this run right now? Not much, to be honest. Nar is also a pretty good support champion, because Nar allows me to... I'm considering maybe getting like spell shield on something on Nar, yeah, and then stunning, because, you know, I can just do that and not have any issues, and they can't really attack into me because I have multiple barriers. Also, I just remember to use the spell while I have the slots, or rather the mana, because I have it available every turn as long as I have Leona in play, so pretty huge. Other than that, this is basically the end of the encounter. I think I just like use the morning light just to get a stun. Like stun like 2 things here, I think. Behold the sun's holy light. So shouldn't be that much of an issue. Oh, I challenged this one instead. So yeah, 55 damage, not bad. Pretty solid encounter. The next one I am pretty afraid of, but it turns out to be pretty okay actually. But yeah, getting back to this run. So this is the second run I did today. The first one died on the third encounter, which was, I think, dogs? The like frost cub? I think it was frost cub. And I just couldn't match the stats and lost, so... This one is going so far smoothly, and no revives used, pretty top on HP. I think I do lose a bit of HP because, yeah, they have a bunch of annoying units like House Spider that I cannot compete with. They also got a Poltipora. Okay, that's gonna be quite a lot. I decided to play the Solari Soldier without like Dayfall here, or rather Daybreak, not Dayfall. new keyword Dayfall. Mostly because, you know, I want to set up for the next turn. Maybe I can get like good stuns in. I decided to play the stun first because I'm aware that this encounter likes to play some bigger units than the spiders, so... Also setting up some defenses here, getting barrier just so I can maybe trade like the biggest stuff. I decide to sacrifice my Sunhawk, mostly because I think I'd rather just kill their stuff outright rather than allow it to stay. They play another Wanderer. I'm thinking, okay, they have a bunch of mana, so I'll just play like a Conjurer. Grab a Spell Shield on my Nar. They play the Wild Claw stance, so I just respond with the Mystic. I'm considering what I wanna barrier here, but I decide, you know, I have better stats there, so might as well. I do take 13 anyways, pretty annoying, but it's not the worst. I'm still alive. There isn't like that much issues right now. Get Nar in, and then do the Overwhelm trick on it. And I realized this was like my last one, so I'm considering how I wanna attack here. So I drag the 8-8 in front of Nar because I know I have double strike, and I drag the 5-1 in front of Rahvun, namely because I want Rahvun to be somewhat healthy at least for the next rounds. I drew Leona, which is fantastic. Because Leona will help me like stabilize even further. This is basically a fight where if you can like survive the early game, the match is pretty much in your favor. You do have to watch out for stuff like K to the arm or the Razor Claw, I think was the name, the 7 mana 7/7 that on Plunder buffs something up to its stats. So that's something that you do have to like watch out. So they play like Wild Claw stance, and like I'm not amused. I do play Morning Light that I get because, you know, barrier plus generating another Daybreak unit plus getting a stun off. I get Herald. I can't really play it, so I decide that maybe this turn I can just go for the win. So I just start playing a bunch of Daybreak units. Maybe a Daybreak spell or 1 or 2. Just trying to like win this. And they don't even play anything, and I'm thinking, okay, what are they waiting for? They play Sky Splitter, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't help at all. And trying to calculate like how much damage do I need like to stun one more, and I don't. I just drag out the worst units to the... Like, I just drag out with the worst units to the back, and damage done thanks to the double strike on Nar. Pretty handy, not gonna lie. So yeah, so like as I said, this is my second match of the day. Haven't really played any POC lately. I'm just doing these challenges every day. I find Solari Sunforger, and I'm okay. This is very big because it will help me to stabilize a lot. Here I grab regen. I was considering maybe Stone Stackers for a bit, but regen is like the best option. and I go to Remitter, and the options on the first reroll are like on the first choice, the first selection are pretty neat. I'm considering Unstoppable Force because okay, I can generate a lot of stats, I can stun enemy units, but at the same time I am very vulnerable when it comes like, okay, I play like a turn one something and then I lose, so because I can't block. And I'm thinking about maybe skipping this again, but I see Mercy Killings and I'm considering for a second, and with Phalanx live, I'm thinking this is worth picking up. Here I get another amazing power, which is Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Obviously Solari Sunforger, there is also Solari Soldier, Solari Shieldbearer. The power that I get from... I was thinking like Nard does something, but Nard doesn't do anything. Spotted Toad will get cut, so... this is the encounter that I kinda lose. Mostly because of me, but you'll see why. So again, Phalanx, and like Phalanx has a great power with Mercy Killing, and I pick up the Can't Stop, Won't Stop, which is amazing for Leona, because all of her like generated spells now become actual like threats, because it buffs everything and it keeps up like the power.
We will not suffer unbelievers.
I draw some silences. Okay, I'm thinking this shouldn't be that bad, right? Okay, maybe I can play something. I play Ayula and I give Spell Shield to the 5/8. So no Overwhelm. I know this is not gonna be good. Winter's Breath, pretty annoying. That's pretty rough. I decide to skip. They play the Mind Splitter, and I don't know why I'm like hovering over this first. I'm trying to see what else they play. They get Revna, and I completely, even though I picked up Mercy Killing like few seconds ago, I completely forget about it and just lose the unit for no reason. Get that unit stunned as well. They play another Revna, which is a 16-16. I decide to play Leona. Get something out of this, at least get stunned like on one of these. They play Eat That Stairs, it obliterates on marks, so nothing really happens. And I'm considering... oh yeah, they get an Ancient Yeti. I'm considering maybe I should Sunburst something, maybe I should have Sunbursted earlier, not later. And I just lose this encounter because I should have Sunbursted like the... First of all, I should have dragged out the 16-16 first. Then I should have Sunbursted like any other unit even without the silence. I like... This encounter I just completely forget about Mercy Killing, even though I pick it up like a few screens ago, and I'm kinda mad at myself, but you know. The upside is I get more health, which might come useful when I'll be cutting out like some of the weaker cards of the deck and like setting up the main strategy. I'm looking at what maybe I can do here. I do cut out like one Sunhawk. I draw the Sunforger, which definitely will come in handy, not gonna lie. Okay, Soldier on 1. So it's a 5/5, which is pretty good for turn 1. Later down the line I pick up like more items on it, I think like 2, so it will get a little bit more stats. I'm considering maybe playing something, but I realize that I don't really need to. Here I'm considering maybe I wanna do something like start playing, and I do get Spell Shield on Leona. They get the Snail Moth, that doesn't really matter, so I pass. They get Eat That Stairs, that deals 3 damage. Okay, interesting. I mean, their unit was dead already, so it doesn't matter. They do get Invulos, so I decide to silence the 8/8. They play Winter's Breath, it doesn't really do anything. Which, okay, they're down to 3 cards, maybe they don't have more. They do have Revna, which is scary. But shouldn't be that much of an issue. Okay, they play one. They play two Terkars, and I'm like, uh-huh. Okay, that's pretty scary. They still have some more units, so shouldn't be that bad. They play a big Overwhelmer, and I'm like, okay, no, this is not something that I wanna play. They attack. I'm thinking like, how much damage can I block here? I'm considering not blocking with Leona at all. But I decide, you know what, I might as well. And my mistake here is that I should have blocked one of the probably bigger units. Although this setup just lets me kill their entire board. So, well, almost entire board. They do have another Invulus. But still, pretty good mercy killing. Now I can just start setting up some healing and defense. Thanks to the Sunforger, namely. They get a big unit. I pass. Okay, I'm still not dead, so that's good. If they play, okay, they play Eat That Stairs with Obliterate again, so it doesn't really matter. I decide to go for the Blinded Mystic because I know that their next attack will be pretty awful if I just silence the 7/7. I'm thinking what I wanna do, so I just follow up with draw, and I draw into Rahvun, which is fantastic news for me, because now I can keep buffing all of my stuff. Sunburst, pretty good. I start with the stun, and I'm trying to get like a bunch of stats on my Sunforger to heal up at least a little bit. They don't play anything, and I'm considering what they might have in their hand. I'm guessing it's just a unit, but they're like not really keen on playing it, and I'm wondering why. Slam down Nar. Nar has barrier thanks to the phalanx, for whatever reason it works like that. Kill the Vox. They don't play anything anyways, and I'm getting more and more confused. I do get 12 healing, which is, I think, good enough for this. They play another Ancient, I'm fine, I get the Pokey Stick on it. Eula. I do play, I think, her or something like that. Still pretty good. Next turn should be way easier. I also get the Morning Sun. I draw Leona. They play an Alpha Wild Claw. And I'm like, can I do something about that? Sure. I decide to get a stun out. I don't play Leona because I'm thinking, even if they challenge like my any of my units, it still doesn't do much, and I think they don't attack because of the mercy killing, so pretty important pickup for me. Get another stun, get more stats. Just keep piling on stats and trying to get as much as I can. I think I don't draw... what was the name? The Sunforger, so I decide, you know, let's just finish this, grab a stun, grab like 2 stuns actually, because of the Morning Sun. And that should be it for this encounter, so overall not bad. I feel like I threw the encounter, so they get 3 to other units, doesn't really matter anymore, so another Morning Light, get more stuff. I should have probably gone for the Rahvun here, and maybe just randomly generate a Sunforger, but at the same time, that's like very minuscule difference, and it wouldn't matter in the long run, so nice encounter. And while in the middle of, and while we are going to the next one, I'm gonna take a little bit of a sip. Remember everyone, hydration is important. I grab an Eula and Mind Meld. So, some pretty choices early on. I am thinking about cutting Eula, but first I decide against it. I'm looking at what I have in my deck and I'm thinking, okay, I can maybe cut Stone Cutters, I can cut the Ruby Eye, Conjurer. So Stone Stackers, Conjurer. And I'm thinking maybe I can also cut Eula, which in the end I end up doing, and I think this decision is fine enough. For this run where I'm trying to, where like the raw stats won't matter, but like I'm more interested in the effect of Daybreak. I'm thinking maybe I should cut something more, but in the end I don't. Colossals, this encounter is a joke. And you will see why. This is, I feel like Colossus could be an encounter for like, if it was slightly tweaked, it could be an encounter in the first 3 encounters and wouldn't be that much of an issue. Because like, okay, what they do? They play Artisan, that's fine. I'm thinking, okay, maybe they have something worse right now, so I pass. I think I just pass here. No, probably passing here would have been correct because they just like equip. Okay, what's next? They draw a bunch of cards. Oh, I get Rahvun, sweet. I'm not gonna attack, it doesn't really matter. Oh, they play something that's pretty scary, so I might as well attack. They trade, that's fine. They still haven't played their time and dedication. Maybe they're waiting for a bigger card, like, yeah, maybe like the bans. Okay, let's just stun them, maybe get something out of that. They just re-equip a different weapon, okay. And spoiler alert, this is the entire fight basically. They get stunned, they don't do anything. They don't even play like anything else. I'm not sure why. I feel like they bricked on units in their hand. And I'm genuinely like, wow, okay. They re-equip, and that's how the rounds go. They are like, okay, they burn their weapon, they burn a unit, and I'm like, okay, they play Colossus. Colossus is pretty scary, so I'm thinking maybe I should play a silence or a stun. I decide to go for a double stun here because they have no open mana, so and the attack token is on my side, so I might as well just silence it next round and get like some value from leveling up here. And also, since I have enough mana, I think I played the Sunforger here. I mean, because you know, I can, if this is how this encounter is gonna go, I think this is just like a joke, and I can use this to heal up to full basically. Which is what ends up happening, so good going there. Stuns don't really matter. I am making sure to keep extra space for my silences, so they draw more, they overdraw another unit, and I'm kinda starting to feel bad here, but at the same time I'm not, so get a silence off, get a stun off. They play a weapon, which does nothing. Nothing! Get another stun, get some heal. I should have probably... Actually no, that's fine. I'm thinking maybe I should use those on Rahvun instead. But this is also fine. I'm waiting, maybe they have something else. No, they equip a Bone Club. And I'm not checking the stats, I should have... because I want to heal like the most with Sunforger. So Sunforger is at 13, I just need like one more boost. I decide on Morning Light, doesn't really matter what I use here. What matters is I'm back to 40, which is pretty good. The main issue is that I have used the revive up, which is pretty detrimental once I get to Lisandra, but other than that, so far so good. This was like the easiest encounter I think so far from this. So cool. I'm thinking where I wanna go, either Ornn or I pick up Voidling Shell mostly for extra copies. I'm thinking of either Ornn or Anivia, and I decided, you know what, I might as well go Anivia. It will be a longer encounter, but I think I can live with it, so that's fine. Get Rahvun. I get everything here. Leona getting a healing item is actually pretty huge, and it does play a big role in the Lisandra fight, so I'm glad that this like works out here. Decent opener. Cut out the shield bearer. Get more Sunhawks, which is cool. I am interested in getting maybe some silences, namely the Sunburst for Anivia. Turn 1 soldier, you know, nothing fancy, and I do draw the Sunburst, which is pretty helpful against Anivia. You know, I don't want to take too much damage as well, even though I do have a bunch of healing. They play Conjurer. I'm thinking, okay, what might they have? They play another Conjurer, so they're giving both stats to like a single unit. And I'm not sure what they wanna buff at the moment. Maybe no, it's a Scatterpod. Okay. That shouldn't be an issue really. I am gonna Sunburst the Anivia first, because I genuinely don't want to deal with that. They play another Scattered Pod. I'm like, okay, interesting. And I auto block, I block here, and I'm like, oh, I have Mortal Marks. I don't know why I did that. That's okay. I get Leona next turn. I have a bunch of banked spell mana, so I can use it for the Morning Light in case I need it. And I think I do end up using it here, mostly because I want to deal with the elusive units first. Ancestral Boon, so the fight will get a bit scarier, but not by much. So, pretty nice. Get the stun off, so I break the spell shield. I challenge the 5/9. Thanks to Phalanx, I just like shrug it off. So I kill one of the elusives. That's good. I think I just play a stun. Oh, they play Buried in Ice, and I'm like, oh, okay, rude. I play Leona instead. Get another stun, level up Leona. I do take 5 damage here from... Actually, I think I take 7, because I don't block the Conjurer as well. But I heal 5, so... This like small drop doesn't really matter. Now I play it correctly, and I don't block like a dingus. I'm thinking, okay, maybe they have another one, but that would be pretty unlikely. I just play like Solari Soldier just to test the waters. Get the stun onto the 8/4. They don't play anything, so I'm playing another one just to draw. They Harsh Winds, and it's like, okay. Doesn't really do much. Caught in the Cold. Okay, so they have a bunch of freeze effects in their hand, and I think that's fine. I play Nar. Nar is like pretty safe right now. Morning Light, and I'm thinking on what? I should have probably put it on Nar instead. I do end up, I think, using one more on Nar. Actually, never mind. This is like a favorable attack. I get a Pokey Stick, so I use it to like clear the 8/4, even though I probably should have kept it for something else. But you know, free draw is free draw, so I'm not gonna complain. Kill their, like, most of their board. Level up. Get another copy of Morning Light, which is pretty useful. Looking at my deck size, it's fine enough for now. I don't overdraw as well, which was my main concern. This is pretty annoying. I was maybe considering doing something to prevent this, but can't really do much with that. Thinking what I wanna do, I play Morning Light just to like shuffle an extra copy of a Leona into my deck, which is fine enough plan, but probably could have played something better, but at the same time it's not the worst. Get double stun, doesn't really change anything. Bjerg, I'm waiting, maybe they'll play something else, so I play like a soldier. Get another soldier, they have an 8/8. I'm thinking maybe I should play the soldier, but I'm like, nah. Morning light, get some raw stats, get double stun off here, and then like save up some mana to rebuild for the next turn. I do have Gnar in my hand, so it's not all lost, and you know the Solari soldier had deathless, so not bad. I even get lifesteal from it, so I don't have to play the Solari Sunsmith, or whatever the name of that was. And I heal, and I draw Leona, and I heal off of it, so like should be set up here pretty well. Thinking what I wanna do. I think I just play Gnar here. Oh, no, I attack just to like proc this. Oh, I'm giving like barriers. Yeah, I'm like kinda undecided on what I wanna do here, but grab barrier, grab this. They play another Caught in the Cold. I'm like, fine. That's cool. Even though they kinda break on my spell shield, and I realized that after the fact, I'm like, huh, okay. Like trample through that. Trample. Not Magic the Gathering, like overwhelm through that. That's cool. Draw some cards, maybe think about like doing something else, not really. Just keep my board like rather large. Lord Eldred, pretty scary, but there isn't really anything that they can pay off with, so I grab a lifesteal unit, get a stun off. Pretty standard stuff. They attack, I'm thinking, okay, do I block here? Yeah, I can block with like with Leona, take 5, doesn't really matter. Or I can just do this, not take any damage, and both of these will die. And like make the way clearer. I play Mega Gnar, you know, don't really need to do much here. Buff up my my smaller units. And thanks to like can stop, one stop, those buffs are permanent, so building up the board for like lethal next turn, which is good. That's what I like to do. I'm thinking maybe I wanna play something, but I think I have lethal here. Although, you know, extra stuns never hurts, so. Get that off. Get a stun off. They don't really do anything, and I have lethal on attack, so not gonna bother like dragging it out. So. Thanks to double strike on Gnar. Now we are 38 minutes into this video. You might think, okay, this video is like, I think almost like an hour long, so does the fight like take 20 minutes? And the answer is yes. Yes, it does. Because there are so many choices. I'm thinking about maybe if I wanna cut something, but I decide against it, and I'm like, okay, spells just might give me something great, and I get an ice shard. And I'm like, okay, this can just be like a board wipe. So yeah. Lisandra. Leona versus Lisandra. This fight was long and arduous, and who won? You will find out in 20 minutes, because I'm... Also, it's pretty late, and I'm still recording this. I wanna go to sleep, but I need to record. No, you should have recorded earlier, don't care. Okay. I'm thinking, okay, I can just like play Solari Soldier. It's a 1 mana 8/8, which is good. I draw Shield Bearer, and I'm just, like I play Shield Bearer, I'm thinking, okay, I can maybe set up something cool here. They play Sakam, they play Harbinger. And I'm thinking, okay, can I do something here? And I realize, okay, I can maybe drag this out. I decide doing this like this, mostly because I want to deal with the Trundle first, and I don't really care about keeping a challenger around. They play a Frozen Thrall, so they get a 9/9, and I'm like, ugh, pretty rough, but they might play something else. Yeah, they play Lisandra, so they get another 9/9, they level up. I'm thinking, okay, if I just play like a small unit right now, they will probably attack me without hesitation. They have a bunch of stuff that I want to keep stunned, so I play a Solari Soldier. It has lifesteal, so this attack will hurt less. They play a Bulwark, which I'm not opposed to. I get Rahvun. Rahvun will help me set up like later turns. And plays the lifestealer here. This is, I think, pretty good block right now. Because not only am I taking not that much damage, I'm also dealing with Lisandra. And dealing with Lisandra in this encounter is pretty good. I'm also dealing with their 9/9, which is very nice. I'm thinking about like maybe not playing, but okay. They play Entomb surprisingly quickly, which nets them another 9/9. That's okay. They play Lisandra, and I'm like, okay, this I have to deal with. So I play the Zenith Blade with like 0 value. Well, it's not 0 value. I just don't draw another copy and punch into Lisandra, get her to get the mercy kill. And I'm like, okay, I'm definitely using a lot of the potential for the power. They played the pillar, and I'm okay. That's rough. I'm thinking how I wanna do this. I decided to go with Solari Soldier, get like extra body on board, get Leona level up. I was considering maybe doing something else this turn, but I decided this is okay. They play Buried in Ice, and I'm okay, this is gonna be rough. They get Scout. Luckily the AI is not smart enough to use Scout. And I'm like, okay, they definitely play they play the Watcher. It's a big unit, so they will always play it. So I silence it. And I'm at 1 right now, and this is like, okay, this is pretty scary. But this is the best block I can do, otherwise I die. I'd rather be at 1 and try to clutch this game out than be at 0. So I get Rahvun back. I'm like, oh no, I didn't draw any healing. I might be screwed here, but okay. You know what? If they have Ice Shard, I have Ice Shard. I'm gonna play to my outs, get the lifesteal unit in. They play Trundle, surprisingly. And like, okay, this is not the worst. I don't want to like get too bad. So I get extra stats. They don't play anything, and I'm like, okay, they will Ice Shard once I like stop playing cards or something. They don't. I drag this out. I get a swing in. I'm back at 10, and I'm like, okay, this is. So they have most likely another Buried in Ice, right? They played this, and I'm like, rough. Let's just try setting up maybe some like preemptive stuns then? Because if they have another copy of Buried in Ice, I should start with the stun. And then follow up with like a silence or something like that. So grab a stun here, grab a stun one of the fellas. They just open attack. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's not bad. I get some extra healing in, so I'm back to 25. That's good. I will lose the. I do make a mistake here because I shouldn't have played anything at all. I should have just let them pass. They play a nice shard, which I think they had for like a while here, and I'm confused why the AI just threw for content. They do buff up the stats for this round, which is pretty annoying. They also play Badir, and I'm like, okay, this is tough. So I decide to go a little bit. I don't know if this was overkill or not, but I decide, okay, might as well just like pull the trigger now. They play this, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of sad. So let's cleave the board out. I have some pretty good follow-ups. I get some pretty good value anyways, so shouldn't be that much of an issue. Mercy Killing clears out the board, which is great. And I'm starting with the attack token, so I can maybe do like something great here. I draw Leona, and I'm considering maybe not playing anything, and I don't. They play Badir. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's fine enough. Play Leona, get some healing back, get a stun off. I get a barrier so I can challenge the 9-9 if I need it. They have Harbinger of Trials, and I'm like, oh, okay. This is getting annoying. So I silence one of them. And I drag out this one. Just to like mercy kill it. Okay, this is not bad. I can definitely do this, but they might have. Okay, they have Lisandra. That's tough. But I can do. I'm considering what I want to do, and I do Sun Forger here mostly because one, it gives me a stun regardless, and it gives me lifesteal, which is pretty important. Inquisitor, that's cool. I don't mind. I'm thinking about playing the Daybreak, and I do. I grab barrier on the 4-3 instead of the 7s, and like instead of the Sunforger. I'm like, that's my mistake here, definitely. They attack regardless, which I'm kinda curious about. I don't block though, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can just like set up the healing for the later turns. I do play Nar here, which is fine enough. Okay, this is a pretty interesting situation I find myself in, so I go for the Shield Bearer first instead of Morning Light in case they have something, and they do have 3 Sisters into Entomb into Ice Shard. They do Entomb my healing, which is interesting, but this play basically means they want to clear their entire board out, and what does it tell me? It tells me that they probably have a good follow-up for the next round. So I stun the big fella. I drop the Eclipse Dragon. I get some pretty good like units. And I'm thinking about where I want to activate the Daybreak effect. And I do make a mistake here because I should have used it on the 4-7 instead of Nar. Because if I went for the 4-7 instead of Nar, although it doesn't really matter right now, but I could have probably just challenged another unit, get a better attack in.
I know the path.
I do these attacks, keep the Solari like back, get a pokey stick in case I need to like kill something, and mercy kill the board. So okay. Not the worst. It's going okay. So they pass, and I'm like, okay, I should play something. I play the Great Beyond. They don't do anything. Okay, good. Pretty good situation. I'm thinking about whether I should attack or not. I do have Challenger, so maybe not, but I decide, okay, let's take at least a bit of healing. So they have this, and I'm like, okay, that's rough. Inquisitor. Inquisitor is fine. I'm considering maybe like pokey sticking it, but I don't know what the order of... I think powers go first? Powers go first before the regen, that's for sure. Okay, that's fine. I lose one unit, that's okay, doesn't matter. They find Very Nice, and I'm okay, that's bad. Okay, they have 2 scouts, they have... and they get elusive, and I'm... oh no, that's not good. Sunhawk first, that's why I play Sunhawk first. Can't block that, so I skip twice. I play Solari Soldier instead of the 8-8. And then I look at my, like, at what I have. I decide to pokey stick the Nexus instead. Mostly because I think I just need more draw right now, and maybe more like cards. I'll just like keep looking for stuff. Okay, that's not good. Let's do an attack. I'm like, okay, the AI will definitely block at least one of these, right? Yeah, they do. They don't block both, which is annoying. They draw Harbinger, and I'm pretty scared, but I have to do the Infinite Mind Splitter here, like this. They draw Bulwark. Bulwark is fine, genuinely, so... A round comes in, all of my stuff comes back. I draw a Leona, which is fantastic. They draw an Obliterate, and I'm like, okay, Obliterate is not an issue. They do, like, forward their Thrall, but I'm fine about that. I play Leona, get healing, get stuff online, like, having more stuns and damage in general should be good. Get the stuns off, really nice. Have another Leona in my hand. So I played the... I just attack first, yeah. Actually do it? No, I don't think I attack. I think I play something first just to get like a stun off. Because I'm on the back of my mind, I'm still thinking about like maybe they have another Birdie Nice, and that's a play that might just like lose me the game. So I do decide that it's worth the risk. So double stun. That's not bad. They have Boadir, so they do get like an extra Thrall, but that's fine. I can kill it off thanks to the Challenger, and get like an attack in, and maybe get an extra attack in, because they most likely won't block the 5-4, and if they do, they just lose like their 8-8. I'm also thinking about attacking with the 13-13, which they will block, but I want to like further the damage in and maybe like change a little bit about the situation on the board, because my board will be full. And I want to make sure that maybe I have like an additional slot, just so I can get stuff off. They do have Succumb to the Cold, and I'm like, and that's pretty scary. And they do attack, so, and I'm like, okay, wait, I can block, right? I almost forgot that Great Beyond can block it. Here I do, well, I wouldn't call it a mistake, because it's not a mistake, but I draw, I just like check the keywords, I draw, and I realize, okay, I have no more cards in the deck. I should start playing my Leonas right now, or otherwise I might lose. But that's fine. This means I can just like keep shuffling Leona into my deck, and that will be enough to deal with like the overdraw. And I'm also doing like playing this right now is pretty good because of few things. This sets up lethal, because I don't want to, like, the next turn I just want to open attack, make sure that I don't lose to Very Nice. Because they only played, I think, one, so them having another one would be like a high chance, so I don't want to take that chance. I'm thinking maybe I can challenge stuff, and I can, and that's 47, and that's a win. And this was pretty stressful, not gonna lie. But I played to my outs. I got a little bit, well, maybe not even a little bit, I got quite lucky there. I did abuse a bit of the AI, but that's what you gotta do to get the wins. But yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. This has been a pretty good clear, in my opinion. This video took like 55 minutes. Ice Shard, great. Rahvun, great. This is like the showcase of what I wanted to play, and yeah. We are down to 26 bosses, so thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you around.